Coming to you from Creekside Country Club in Salem, Oregon, it's Sunset in Salem, a daily recap of the 61st Annual NAIA Men's Golf Championships. Now here's your hosts from the Creekside Clubhouse, Mark Colachico and Barrett Henderson.
Good evening and welcome to Sunset in Salem. I'm Mark Colachico alongside my partner Barrett Henderson. Barrett, how you doing?
Doing well, Mark. It's great to be outside, kind of how we had the show originally planned for. Sun is out and kind of eerie, nobody behind us. The tournament's all over, but it's been a fun tournament.
It has been a fantastic tournament, from the people here at Creekside to the players to the coaches to you personally. I want to thank you for being my partner all week.
And thank you, Mark. Yeah,
no problem. Like you say, a great tournament. We're 18th hole behind us. It was a great closing hole that really set the tone to this tournament.
It really did. 16, 17, 18. We've been talking about it all week. And that's really kind of separated the men from the boys this week. And it really showed today on the final day. Just an incredibly exciting final day here. We had a pretty good gallery size all day long following what we thought would be the leaders, but ended up having a guy come from way back and ended up winning the individual title today. And then had a great little rivalry on the team side as well. Definitely.
And, you talked about that individual side. Carson Callis from University of Victoria up in British Columbia shot a 66 today, put a nice little 6 under on the board, and took over the overall individual medalist and took home the OD Bounds individual medalist trophy. So great all around, great round for him. And we'll get a chance to run an interview with him. I had a chance to sit down with him right after his round. Talked a little bit about that, and he gave us the insight onto the 18 holes today.
So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at that interview.
How do you feel?
Pretty good. Definitely got it going out there, so felt good to put it together.
Then you talk about your front nine. You went out in 2 under, a couple bogeys on the front nine, but came back with quite a few birdies, including an eagle on the first. Talk about the first hole a little bit. It's been one of the easier holes on the course. 18's been the toughest, but talk about your mindset on both 1 and then again on 18.
Yeah, just hit a great drive and a great forehand on 1 and made a nice 20-footer to get the day going. And then, yeah, like you said, made a couple bogeys, but really just tried to bounce back as fast as possible, and yeah, it always seemed to bounce back, so that was key.
And then same thing a little bit on the back 9, up and down a little bit. You said you gave one back on 14 with a 3-putt, but yeah. Came home strong, birdied 16, par on 17 and 18. Talk a little bit about that home stretch, 16, 17, 18.
Yeah, well, I made a triple bogey on 16 yesterday, so kind of wanted to redeem myself and hit 2 good shots, gave myself a chance for eagle, but took the birdie. And then 17, I hit it long, made a good up and down, and 18 was short-sided in the bunker and made another good up and down. So those 2 up and downs are pretty big.
You're sitting clubhouse leader right now, potential playoff. We'll have to see what happens the rest of this way, but talk a little bit about your mindset now that you've got a little bit of a break. Are you going to get some lunch and then hit the range, or are you going to hit the range first and then get some lunch, or just kind of watch what happens?
Yeah, I'd probably take a little break, probably grab some food. I don't know exactly how long I have, but yeah, probably just take it easy. Might hit a few balls if it's looking like a playoff might happen, but yeah, we'll see.
And then talk a little bit about just about this course, about Creekside. I know you guys played in a little bit of suspect weather the first 3 days. Beautiful day today.
Yeah.
Did that help your game today, or I mean, you guys are being from British Columbia, you're used to this weather, but
yeah,
the sun being out, did it dry out the course, make things a little bit quicker?
The greens definitely seemed a little faster today. I mean, I wouldn't say it played too much different, other than just a little firmer out there today, but yeah, overall the course held up really well with the amount of rain that we had this week. So.
And I talked a little bit to your coach, and you guys aren't done. You guys have another tournament starting on Sunday. Talk a little bit about that one.
Yeah, we're hosting the Canadian University Championships starting on next Tuesday, so that should be a great opportunity. We've played that course a bunch of times, so really looking forward to it.
Well, we appreciate your time, Carson. Thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Sigh.
Hey, ergonomic desk chair. Something wrong.
I'm useless, bed. With Red Lion's improved wireless internet, I never get sat on anymore. People just work on their laptops wherever they feel most comfortable.
Well, don't look at me. I haven't been emailed from in days.
Guilty.
Back here at Sunset in Salem. Great interview there with the individual medalists today. And now looking on the team side, an incredible rivalry we had out here in Oregon as two Oklahoma schools down the stretch. Mark, I looked at, I believe after the 15th hole, it was a one-stroke difference, and then Oklahoma City comes out and wins it by 3 strokes.
Yeah, it was a great last 3 holes, as you said, Barrett. It was a back and forth all day. Oklahoma Christian had the lead to start the day, and City was in third. And then Our Lady of the Lake, all 3 schools were playing together the last 5 last 5 pairings, and it just came down to a battle between the 2 Sooner Athletic Conference schools in Oklahoma City and Oklahoma Christian, and the Stars came out on top for the 8th time in the last 11 years, which is an unbelievable run for Coach Kyle Blazer in Oklahoma City.
And British Columbia, another team that had a great day today, went from 8th place all the way up to 3rd place. So a great day for UBC. And then you had Johnson and Wales in 4th, Cumberland's in 5th, Texas Wesleyan there in 7th, and then Victoria, and as you said, Our Lady of the Lake. But Victoria team that kind of stumbled on the final day, went from near the top leaderboard down to 8th place.
Yeah, unfortunately, those other 4 players besides Callis just couldn't come through when it was needed. But Carson put together a great round, second lowest round of the tournament with a 6 under 66. You know what, Barrett? He had quite a few hiccups along the way. So to pull out a 66 with, I think, at least 3 bogeys was a pretty unbelievable score. And then, like you say, the tournament was decided in the last 3 holes. I know coming into 16, Oklahoma City had the lead at 25 over par, and Oklahoma Christian was 26 over par. And then from what I heard from a couple people is it was decided on the 16th hole. We had a par by Oklahoma City and a bogey by Oklahoma Christian, and so that gave this Oklahoma City a 2-stroke advantage. And then in the final pairing here on 18 behind us, there was another par for Oklahoma City and a bogey for Oklahoma Christian, and that's the difference. There's 3 strokes right there, and Oklahoma City's taken the title back to the Sooner State.
It was pretty phenomenal that the fans here in the Pacific Northwest and all the teams that came got to see what those 2 teams go back and forth all season, and they did it here at the National Championships as well. Looking at Callis' score, here's a guy that really nobody was talking about before the day. You know, they put the leaders all together, Brandon Meltzer, Nathan Anderson, and Callis just kind of comes out of nowhere, quietly works his way up, and had a great round today.
Yeah, definitely. And you talked about the leaders being paired together. That was just that just happened. It wasn't something that was planned out. It was just a nice little touch here on this final day for the tournament that Nathan Anderson and Brandon Meltzer were able to play together. Unfortunately, it looks like the pressure got to Meltzer throughout the round, putting an 8 over 80 up to drop all the way down to 1 over par for the tournament. Fortunately for Brandon, though, he was part of the all-tournament team, which go to the top 15 individuals on the final leaderboard. So that's a good thing for him. And then Anderson, interesting story on that one. He comes into 16, he's 3 down. Callis is in the clubhouse drinking a couple Cokes, probably eating a sandwich, thinking, okay, I probably got this one in the bag. What happens? Anderson goes to 16, birdies 16, goes to 17, which hasn't seen a birdie all day long, so unfortunately that streak stayed, and he grabs a par. Then what happens? He comes to 18, pins in the front front right, 4 paces on from the front, 8 paces to the left. He goes in the bunker, and everybody thinks, oh, great, here it goes, the tournament's over. He chips in for a birdie. Unfortunately, he's still 1 down because Callis had such a great day, but what a way to end the national tournament for Nathan Anderson, chipping out of the bunker on 18.
Phenomenal, yeah. And I had a chance to follow Nathan Anderson and that group for a little bit, and it was funny listening to him. They talked about the pin placement and how difficult it was today, and I believe one of the guys said, I think they're supposed to give us a break. Why are they doing this to us? So, and actually we're going to have a chance to talk to Dana London here in a little bit, and he's the guy who was responsible for the pin placement. So all those complaints can go to Dana London. So
I don't think we'll give out his email here, but I was going to mention that, Dana and I were talking about it last night, and he had a big, cat-like smile on his face, talking to me about the pin placements, saying how tough they were going to be. But you know what, Barrett? That's a national championship tournament, and that's the final round. When you're going for the title, you've got to be able to step up and play those type of pin placements. We're not going to put it on a silver platter and hand you the title. We're going to make you earn it, and that's exactly what Dana London and his staff did here at Creekside.
Well, we mentioned the phenomenal round Oklahoma City had, and we got a chance to talk to the coach from Oklahoma City. We'll go ahead and play the interview right now. Coach, congratulations, first off, national champions. Talk a little bit about the feeling going on right now.
It's undescribable, really. We've won 8 of them, and every one of them just seems to, be better and better. It was a heck of a battle today. We had got a little girl there, her name's Peyton. She's Taylor Artman's little niece, and she was our angel that showed up yesterday. She's been through 2 brain surgeries. She's one of the top tennis players in Colorado, and she's a fighter. And she's going through more battles than what we'll ever see. And her to show up and us to perform like it felt like we had a little angel on our side this week.
Coach, a battle right there to the end with Oklahoma Christian. Talk about the rivalry you guys have with them and how exciting it is to bring that to the national championship.
It's exciting every time we tee up with them. We've been in playoffs with them, tied tournaments with them and playoffs, and every time we play them, it's a battle. And we were like, oh crap, we may be getting another playoff with them, but we prevailed. The 18th hole has kicked ourselves really hard. And today we finally played it, I believe we played it even par, which yesterday we played it 7 over. And we had a good round going yesterday, and we kind of stumbled coming down 18, and I was just happy we finished the tournament. Got a couple seniors, got 3 seniors, and I'm so proud of Clark Collier, Elliott Groves, and our fighter, Taylor Artman. What a way to go out.
Yeah, talk about just how nerve-wracking it is. You're looking at the leaderboard. Do you look at the leaderboard? I mean, down the...
I do. I try to... I try not to, but it's hard when it's, the golf stats got it. So, it's right there for you. And, the guys, I tell them that the leaderboard is just paint on the wall. It does nothing for you. But, of course, they're looking in the hotel room, and they're always wondering how they stand. So, yeah, I knew it was close. We had a couple, Taylor made a birdie on the 16th. And, we finished strong. We finished like we were supposed to, or like we expected to. Hats off to Oklahoma Christian. We'll miss them. I guess they're going to be out of here next year. But, they've outstanding team. They've got some great players, and, they sure fought hard this year.
Coach, I don't think a lot of people know that you're a superstitious guy. You just told me you didn't shave to keep that mojo going. So you're a superstitious guy.
I am. I've had the number 32, and this is my secret. So, number 32 since I was a little, since I could walk. 32 has been my number, and our cart wasn't 32, but by golly, it ended up I slipped my team name in there. We're 32, and I didn't shave this week just for superstitious reasons. I tell the guys, don't be superstitious. There's nothing with that, but I am a bit superstitious, and it seems to work sometimes.
Well, Coach, you battled the cold, the wind, the rain. Congratulations, 2012 Men's Golf National
Thank you. What a glorious day to win it on. This is the best day we've had, and it proved to be a good one for us.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We were driving from Portland to California for a bike race when a tire went flat. We limped into Les Schwab, but it was closed for the night. Hoping for some good Les Schwab mojo, we began changing it ourselves. Just then, John appeared and reopened the store. He quickly assessed that all the tires were about to go and got us a new set so we could make the race. Super John deserves a medal for rescuing our road trip. I'm Kim Brown, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1950.
Now back to the beautiful Pacific Northwest. It's sunset in Salem with Mark Colachico and Barrett Henderson.
Back here at the Creekside Golf Club, and Mark, can't have a great tournament like this without a whole lot of help, and we had a whole lot of help this week.
You're right, we definitely did. On down from Dave Johnson, the Director of Athletics at Corbin University, to Rob Cashel, the Conference Commissioner, to Dennis Whitlock, the General Manager here at Creekside, Terry Kelly, the owner of this fine establishment, and Dana London and his staff in the pro shop. Jeff, the sales and catering manager, and all his staff, and the wonderful volunteers that we had with Danny Bisgard. Just an outstanding work just by everybody. I mean, to put this on, Barry, it's a team effort, and that's exactly what it was. And this was 4 different entities, from the NAIA to Creekside to Corbin, just coming together to put this on. And you talk about the great help we had, not also that, but even the sponsorships, from Fore Salem as the title sponsor, to Red Lion, who had our VIP hospitality tent all week, as well as Travel Salem and Debbie McCune and her staff there, and Les Schwab, who actually, I don't know if you know this, but they had a couple of their staff out here working today as spotters. So they, Don O'Sullivan, who actually is a member here at Creekside, he kind of put that together, and he is the manager of the Les Schwab here in town on Mission Street. So he was able to get a lot of his staff out here and be spotters today. So, like you say, just an all-around team effort. Great people to work with. No complaints I heard. I didn't hear any complaints from anybody.
Yeah, it was a great week. Kristen Gillette, Eric Chapman came from the NAIA, and I actually got a chance to have a little conversation today with Rob Cashel, the Cascade Conference Commissioner, brand new Conference Commissioner. The guy's quote-unquote on vacation right now, and he's running a national championship. So we'll go ahead and go into that interview. Rob, there's been so much planning going into this event. You have to be happy now on the final day. It's gone real well.
Oh, I'm just ecstatic, Barrett. It's gone fantastic. The folks here at Creekside and the community of Salem and the NAIA contingency, it's just been a wonderful event for everybody.
The sun came out today, and some of these golfers from around the nation get to see how beautiful Oregon is today. Yeah,
it was a tough few days for the golfers with the weather, but, they persevered, and they've done a great job, and the course is playing fantastic. And I'm glad on the last day of the tournament that the sun is coming out, and they're able to see just how wonderful part of the country that we get to live in.
We talked all week about the generosity of Creekside Golf Club and the planning they've put into this event, but really, it's just been amazing. Yeah, Dennis and Dana and the whole staff here, and Terry and Lucy, the owners of Creekside, have been fantastic. And they've really just opened their arms to all of us here and welcomed us. And the volunteers, Danny Bisgard and his crew, just been a great tournament and wonderful for the community and hopefully a great showing for the NAIA. Now, you're on quote-unquote vacation right now, as you just got the Cascade Commissioner position. Talk about how that's been, and this is not an easy start for a new commissioner. Well, I'm on vacation right now, transitioning from my role as Director of Athletics at EOU to the Commissioner's office. But, I knew that this tournament was critical, not only to the NAIA, but to our conference and really to all the teams and individuals participating here. So it's great, and I'm glad we made it through the week, and looking forward to a great team finish and individual finish today. Now, looking at the Cascade Conference and your new job there with the conference, it's got to be exciting. 10 incredible members, and not only out on the field and the court, but great in the classroom as well. Well, we have a strong conference, as you know, Barrett, and really great member schools. And I'm just looking forward to being part of it and serving our conference and continuing to show the country and our region what these institutions have and what we can offer. So I'm very proud of all of our member schools and looking forward to working with them. Well, Rob, great job this week, and good luck here at the tournament and your new job. Hey, thanks a lot, Barrett.
There's a call to be answered. Time is still on your side. The pads still feel good. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. A new team welcomes you and challenges you. There's always room to grow. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Build character for life at championsofcharacter.org.
Back here, Sunset in Salem, Barrett Henderson, Mark Colachico, and this is our fourth and final installment of the show. It's been a fun week, as we keep saying, and a lot of it has to do with this great course, Creekside Golf Club. Mark, I'm just dying. I got to get out there and get my clubs. The sun's out. I've been sitting back here watching golf for now 4 days. I really want to get out there and play. I got the clubs in the car. But, a huge part of that just goes to that staff here at the Creekside Golf Club.
Yeah, as we talked about before, from Dennis Whitlock down all the way to the people who are out right now. I know you can't hear them in the background, but there's people out right now getting the course ready. Membership is allowed. They've been off for a week. Dennis and his staff, they shut the course down to the membership for the full week so that the kids could come out here and enjoy this course. And so
the
members.
I guess we should thank the members. Yeah. I mean, they sat aside for a week here, and a day like today, I'm sure when they saw the sun came out after 3 days of hard rain, I bet they wanted to get their clubs out and play. So a big thanks to the members. But a little plug to the course. This is a phenomenal course. And if you don't have a membership, you need to get one. This is a great course.
Yeah, and it is. And it's, as you were saying, there was a couple people already out using the range, a couple of the members. The members have been able to use the restaurant all week, so they've been able to see what's going on here and see the kids and how much they enjoy it. And like you say, a big thank you to the membership for just stepping aside for an entire week. 7 days without golf would kill me.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they felt, but it's just one of those things that it's a great course with a great staff, and I know personally our kids at Corbin University, this is our home course, and so they're out here just every day just trying to hone their game and get things going, and the staff here has just been more warm and welcome, and that's the same way they were all week. They were warm and welcome to 153 complete strangers. They had met a couple of these teams before, but to just open their arms and say, please come and use this course and fight for a national championship is just an unbelievable and a phenomenal job.
Well, they got a great restaurant here at Creekside. They do weddings, they do all sorts of events, and as you mentioned, a round ends, and then the grounds crew's out there. You don't know where they are. They're out early in the morning, they're out at nighttime in the lights, and they did a phenomenal job, and a lot of it has to do with the leadership here of the guy in the pro shop, Dana London, and we'll play an interview I had with him earlier today.
Dana London, the head golf professional at Creekside.
And day-to-day operations for you, what are those like here at the course?
The golf operations, I have Dennis you met the other night. He's my boss, and I handle the golf operations day to day, teaching, running the golf shop, tee sheet, things of that nature.
And you're responsible for this tough tee placement today?
Yeah, I was responsible for the pin placements for the hole locations all week long. As we went through the week, they got a little bit more difficult, and today the champion will be earned for sure. I've got some extremely difficult hole locations today.
Yeah, I know there's been quite a build-up for the tournament here this week. Talk about the excitement building up to the tournament.
It's been incredibly exciting for me, the Creekside community, the city of Salem. It's been a 2-year plus process. We're so happy that it's here in the city of Salem. I'm happy that it's here. It's, you always want to do something big regardless of what you're doing, what your job is, and this is honestly the biggest thing I've ever been involved with for sure, and it's truly exciting.
And what are some things that you've really enjoyed about this week and the playing that's impressed you?
The play has just totally impressed me. Have a young man shoot 65 out here the other day and come back the next day and take it under par again is truly impressive. But the character of the young men that are here playing is amazing. They're all polite. It's a great atmosphere that they're playing in. The people that are here, the visitors that come from all over the country have truly enjoyed it here, and they're all just very thankful to be here.
And you guys will have this event again next year. Do you got anything that you're already planning on doing a little bit differently?
It's tough to say at this point. Once I go through and I look through, what holes were easy, what holes were tough, as far as the golf course setup, The golf course Creekside really speaks for itself. It is a bear. We put the tee boxes on the tournament black tee markers, and I can tuck some of these pins. It's a bear. So there's probably not a whole lot we're going to make different with the golf course, but we'll see what happens at the end of the week.
Well, Dana, we appreciate it and let you get back to work.
Thank you.
Thanks again.
Sigh.
Hey, ergonomic desk chair. Something wrong.
I'm useless, bed. With Red Lion's improved wireless internet, I never get sat on anymore. People just work on their laptops wherever they feel most comfortable.
Well, don't look at me. I haven't been emailed from in days.
Guilty. We were driving from Portland to California for a bike race when a tire went flat. We limped into Les Schwab, but it was closed for the night. Hoping for some good Les Schwab mojo, we began changing it ourselves. Just then, John appeared and reopened the store. He quickly assessed that all the tires were about to go and got us a new set so we could make the race. Super John deserves a medal for rescuing our road trip. I'm Kim Brown, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1950.
Back here at Sunset in Salem, Mark Colachico, Barrett Henderson, and Mark, a couple names we forgot, and we couldn't have had this show this week without great help from John Strow and our fantastic producer Adam here. Fantastic work by both those guys, and that's just all volunteer help.
Yeah, exactly. It is all volunteer help. Nobody here is paid.
They did get a shirt, though.
That's true. You do get a little bit of a freebie. So, but it's all out of the goodness of people's heart. And just to come out here and take time out of their own day to help us put on a great show such as this adds a little ambiance to this tournament. And it was a great tournament all around. And, I want to personally thank you for being here. You made this enjoyable for me. I wasn't sure how well this was going to go this week, being the tournament host, but it was just an enjoyable time. And everybody's gone, but we're still here and putting in the time, and it's just part of life, but it's something that we love doing.
Well, Mark, I appreciate that. I've had a blast this week, and thanks to you and the great job you've done with the media releases and the stats. I'm hoping that we took this to a new level with the NAIA, and I'm excited for next year and what we can do next year. I know we joked about how this show has improved since Monday or Tuesday, whatever day it was.
Yeah, they get lost.
Exactly.
You've been here for 4 days. You never know.
So,
I don't know where I'm sleeping.
Maybe we'll have to do something for the fall preview. Who knows?
But don't put too much on my plate there, Barry.
Exactly. But, wrapping things up, Mark, just a great week. Hats off to Oklahoma City, the way they played and finished. And a great round there by Callis as well for the individual medalists.
Yeah, definitely. Oklahoma City, the number one team in the country coming in, they proved why they have that number one ranking. They came out and won their conference to get here. The Sooner Athletic Conference actually had, I think, 4 teams here, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma Christian, Southern Nazarene, and Our Lady of the Lake. So, that's just a great conference for them to be in. And they came out here. They had to play everybody had to play the course. Everybody had to hit the ball the same way and put them in the same number of times. And it just proved that Oklahoma City is the number one team in the country for a reason.
Yeah, Kyle Blazer, his guys were down to their rivals, Oklahoma Christian, for I think 2 rounds in a row. Oklahoma Christian sat on top of the leaderboard, and then Oklahoma City didn't panic, ended up coming out and picking up the team title.
Yeah, and it was just a good, like you say, a good win for Coach Blazer. He was actually named NAIA Coach of the Year. That's his eighth time in his career that he's won that award. I think every year they've won the title. He's also walked away with the Coach of the Year award. So what a great career, and I know he hasn't been there for very long. I'm not sure how many years, but in the last 11 years, they've won 8 titles. He's got 8 Coach of the Year awards. That trophy case for them has got to, they might have to add on to that after today.
And 2 great coaches ended their careers here coaching, Steve Halsey, Southern Nazarene, and Ben Foster, Point Loma, and they were honored today at the awards. But so many stories this week, and it was really, really special to be part of this event, and I'm excited for next year. And, anything else that you want to add?
I just wanted to, like you say, Coach Foster, I've known Coach Foster for quite a few years. When I was down in California working in the Golden State Athletic Conference, he was coaching down there. And he actually sat down with me for a little while and gave me some insights on how to potentially start a golf program at Hope International University down there while I was the sports information director and assistant AD at that institution. And just a great guy. He and I talked a little bit today. just about a couple of the things that have happened in his career. And you had a chance to talk with him yesterday in an interview, and he brought up a guy by the name of Sam Sear, who a lot of people who have followed the NAIA for the last few years know. He was a two-time OD Bounds medalist in back-to-back years. And just a great guy. He actually, Coach Foster was telling me that Sam actually attempted to qualify for the Byron Nelson Classic last week and went into a 6-person playoff and lost.
Oh.
But Sam does carry his Asian Tour card, so he plays a lot over there. But Coach Foster and Coach Halsey, just two class acts in the NAIA, and just, unfortunately, an unfortunate way for Coach Halsey to end his career by not making the cut with Southern Nazarene and the Crimson Storm. And same with Coach Foster. They were able to play this last day. But unfortunately, they finished 13th overall, so not a bad way to end his career. And I know, actually, I was talking with Oklahoma Christian's SID before coming on the show, and he said that this is actually their last year in the NAIA. They're going D2 next year, and they're going to be an NCC, National Christian College Athletic Association member for a couple years while they do their probationary. And actually, Point Loma is doing the same thing. So just like you say, this tournament was filled with excitement, heartwarming stories. 4 Champion Character Act Awards were handed out. You had a chance to talk with Mitch Card a few days ago, and he was given one just because of coming up here with a freshman coach, a freshman teammate as his coach. And then Jack Hiscock for Bethany also was given one because he actually, not Jack Hiscock, James Tisdale, pardon me. He was given one because he actually 3 days before the tournament broke his leg and was unable to play. And so he still made the trip. He cheered on his guys. He actually walked most of the holes on a broken leg. So hats off to him. And then a couple other guys just were given Character Act Awards just for their sportsmanship, both on the course and off the course. And so just everything from the beginning at the banquet at Nike down to the ending of this show has just been a phenomenal week, and probably one that I'll remember for quite a while.
Well, you can hear the work going on in the background. I'm sure they want their course back, and they might be kicking us out here soon enough as we're the last ones left. So for Mark Colachico, I'm Barrett Henderson. I appreciate everybody for watching this week. It's been a blast, and we'll see you next year right here at Creekside Golf Club. Thank you to everyone for helping this year's national championships. We will see you for the 2012 Fall Preview and 2013 NAIA Men's Golf National Championship here from Creekside Golf Club.
Brett McCurdy from Northwood, Florida. Dane Ringler from the Masters College. And Terry Watkins from the University of the Cumberland. Thank you on behalf of the TCAA. First of all,
Fans, let's give Oklahoma City another round of applause and all of our golfers another round of applause. The Oklahoma City Stars. The NAIA Men's Golf Coaches Association President Phil Sweeney will present the Coach of the Year Award.
All right, guys, right here. You could. Okay. Terrific. Thank you. Look this way. Look this way before you do the ball. Right hand. All right. Look at the moja. Dave, you want to grab him?
Michael Palmer, Taylor Artman, James Marchini, and Clark Collier. Please join me in congratulating Oklahoma Christian, coached by David Lynn. Finishing it is Carson Callis from Victoria, British Columbia. Thank you, gentlemen. Now we will present the awards to the top 4 teams in the tournament. Next, we have a special presentation for 2 coaches.